Tip-off goes to the Lakers. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Heat, Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. Dang and McRoberts holding down the forward spots. And it's Bosh in at the 5 spot. Clock at 6. Here's Lynn. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Well, the Lakers were coming into the season with only about $11 million in salary committed, a chance to attract 2 max free agents. But when they gave Kobe Bryant that 2-year, $50 million extension, that seems to possibly postpone the rebuild that the Lakers have by maybe 2 more years. This could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Miami with the ball. Now let's go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Byron Scott.
A big factor in today's game, he said, is how they are able to handle Chris Bosh. He said often in games, Bosh is the X factor with his ability to gather rebounds and finish off chances inside. In order to keep him from dominating the fight on the glass, they'll have to match his intensity every step of the way. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. We play just over a minute here in the first. Dang with the screen for Bosh. Pass to McRoberts. Just 5 to shoot. All alone. That's good on the jump shot.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
Lynn kicks to Hill. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they don't let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the bucket by the Lakers. McRoberts, the pass to Bosh. And the layup's good off the glass. Bosh has got his first basket.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Boozer a screen on Wade. Bryant dishes to Boozer. Back to Kobe. Johnson kicks to Bryant. Knocked away. Takes the 3. No good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Dang attacking. Floats one up. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Johnson. Rebound by Mario Chalmers.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job. You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Lynn the pass to Kobe. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day. Well, Kobe has always had an alpha personality, but I think he came into the league as a natural leader. He's more of a loner. And as his career has worn on, he's realized the need to really engage his teammates for the good of the team.
And Kobe Bryant, I think we've noticed, becoming less guarded in interviews, seems to be a little more open and forthcoming and authentic. And I think that's helped him express his personality both with teammates and the public. And I find it to be kind of refreshing and a good thing.
Yes,
He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
The Lakers trail. Outside, Lynn passes to Bryant. Back to Lynn. Outside, Kobe. Clock at 6. Takes it off the glass. Kobe's got 7. And Kobe, Steve, one of the most intense competitors the league has seen. Sometimes that intensity, though, can rub teammates the wrong way.
Well, the great ones always challenge their teammates to be at their best, and sometimes, it can go overboard. I think the challenge for Kobe is to figure out his new teammates, what makes them tick, and make sure he pushes the right buttons.
Now here's Kobe, following the miss by Chris Bosh. That's good.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
The Heat trail by 3. Chalmers with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Dang dishes to McRoberts. Chalmers with a screen on Boozer. 14 feet away, and that one's good.
Josh McRoberts.
Now here's Lynn. Dishes to Bryant. Boozer with a screen for Kobe. Boozer a screen on Wade. Kobe kicks to Hill. Back to Kobe. Lock at 6. Hits it from three-point range. Kobe's got 12.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Pass to Dang. Back to Wade. He kicks it to Dang. Here is McRoberts. He's covered by Boozer. And the basket by Wade.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Bryant against Wade. Bryant passes to Hill. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Bosch. Miami trailing. Kicks to Wade. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Lakers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Lynn with it. Wade picks him up. Lynn dishes to Johnson. Lynn kicks to Johnson. Fires the three. Kobe, no good. And Miami shooting an impressive 60% early. Dang passes to Chalmers. Back to Dang. They set the pick. There's the dish to Chalmers. Wade against Bryant. Wade misses.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Lynn dishes to Boozer. And he gets it to go. Boozer's got his first points in this one.
You gotta love the fake confident over the defense.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Jeremy Lin, as you would expect, focused on addressing his weaknesses, trying to get better with his left hand, passing, dribbling, and finishing. Even his mental approach, training himself to expect success and to keep that next play mentality.
The Heat trail by 4. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Wade outside. Inside to Bosch. Out to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up the baby hook. And he overshot that one, missing.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
That's good. Boozer's got his second basket. And Steve, the other thing that Lynn has worked to improve is his defense.
Yeah, well, you look at his rate of steals and blocks, it's pretty good. And then, the biggest thing for him is just staying in front of his man. That's so tough to do these days in the NBA with so many lightning-fast point guards. But Lynn has worked hard to improve in that area, and I think it's really paid off for him.
Here's Lynn following the basket by Chris Bosh. Lynn kicks to Johnson. To the middle. Kobe passes to Boozer. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. 6 points for Carlos Boozer.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Now here's Wade. He dishes it to McRoberts. Back to Wade. Bosh, a screen on Kobe. The drive by Wade. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
That's 10 straight points now coming in that mid-range jump shot area, guys.
Yeah, it is, and they're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off, and I think that's very good discipline they're showing us here.
Here is Lynn. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Knocks it loose.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. It's going to be Wade shooting. Wesley Johnson picks one up. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Randall's checked in for Hill. Davis comes in for Carlos Boozer. Nick Young's checked in for Wesley Johnson. Nash is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And then for Miami, Anderson, he's checked in for Bosch. Granger comes in for Josh McRoberts. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. And he gets it to go. 14 points for Kobe Bryant.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
Here's Cole. The shot will not go. Nice D from Nash. And Young, here we go. And it's blocked by Dang. But he recovers it. Second shot opportunity. And it's Kobe missing. The Heat trail by 4. Wade dishes to Granger, and he bangs it home with one hand.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Nash kicks to Davis. To the inside. And Bryant the bucket on the assist by Davis. 16 points for Kobe Bryant.
You know, passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assist. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball. Well, 2 seasons ago, the Heat were rolling. They won a franchise record 66 games. 27 of those came consecutively. Last season, they managed the regular season. They knew they had to pace themselves in an effort to try to win a 3rd straight championship.
Good. 8 points for Wade.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Nash the pass to Young. Nash right side. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. And last season, I'd say, guys, the Heat more or less just conceded that #1 seed to the baseball.
Yeah, almost like a marathon runner. You know, they just didn't want to burn out early, so they just kind of found their pace throughout the season. And they weren't worried too much about the home seed. They were concerned more with their own health. And I thought Eric Spoelstra handled all of those dynamics perfectly.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Miami. Napier comes in for Dwayne Wade. Nash dishes to Young. There's the screen. Nash left side from deep. And it's Haslem with the rebound. Miami trailing. To the right side. Here's Napier. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Davis setting the pick for Bryant. And it's Haslem with the rebound.
Really high quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Lakers ball.
.35 seconds left in the first. And Young kicks to Bryant. Wide open look. And he hits the jump shot. Bryant's got 18 points in the game.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. Just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Haslem a screen on Nash. In the corner, Granger with it. Curls it from outside. Granger's got his second bucket.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
On the wing, Bryant. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. And that's now 20 points for Kobe Bryant. Here's Napier. A 3-ball. And no good trying to get that one. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers ahead, up by 3. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. It's a three-point game. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Napier is out there with Doris Cole. Then there's Chris Anderson. Then there's Danny Granger. And it's Haslam in at the power forward.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Shabazz Napier, leading UConn to a national championship last season, showed he really can do it all. Shoot, pass, and play. He's an excellent defender. Maybe not the upside of some other picks, but you know what you're getting with Napier. A plug-in guard who can give you quality minutes right away.
Here's Granger following the bucket by the Lakers. Good.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Nash, there's the block. Here's Cole. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, as you know, Nick Young re-signed with the Lakers this past summer and couldn't be happier. Said it was always his dream to be a Laker, in fact. He said, this is home. I would love to finish off here as a Laker. My kids get to go to school and say, my dad is a Laker, and that's big. It's a big difference than being on any other team. Guys?
No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris. And the Lakers do some changes. Ryan Kelly comes in for Randall. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Nash. And Miami also making a switch. Chris Bosh is checked in for Anderson. Los Angeles on D. 3-point lead. Here's Cole, defended by Young. And that one's good.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school, just physical play in the paint, dominate.
Kelly kicks to Johnson, stolen by Granger. Here's Napier, defended by Lin. Feeds it to Haslam. And Granger now, top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. From 10 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. Granger's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Young passes to Johnson. Here's Sacre. He's covered by Bosh. Sacre dishes to Lin. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Lakers lead by 1. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here. Guys, this is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
They set the screen. Granger kicks to Haslam. Back to Granger. Shot from 12. The shot is off. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Johnson, the pass to Lin. Johnson dishes to Lin. The pass to Young. Young left side. Can't connect from 13 feet out. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. The feed to Haslam. To the paint. Knocks it loose. Granger up top. Pass to Haslam. Pass to Napier. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Napier's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, it wasn't really hard to see why the Lakers struggled so much last year. The talent was down, and also the defensive effort and focus was borderline embarrassing at times.
Now here's Johnson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Yeah, back and forth start for sure. This game is setting up to be awfully competitive.
And Cole kicks to Bosh. Pass to Napier. Shoots from the elbow. The Lakers with the rebound. Johnson's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
As you said with the Lakers, last year their defense was near the bottom in a lot of categories. Opponents averaged almost 110 points on them.
Now, here is Young. Lynn kicks to Johnson. Young, a screen on Granger. Kept alive. Here's Sacre. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Here's Cole. And there's the pass to Napier. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Napier's got 8 points. Well, it was a bit of a mix between effort and planning and personnel for the Lakers and their defensive struggles.
Well, they would give up the most points in the paint and fast break points over the course of the season. And you give up easy chances like that, you're not winning.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. The guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And I love the penetration because we're seeing a team that's attacking the lane, forcing the defense to collapse, and you're going to see some easy points as a result.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hill's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Haslem. Dang comes in for Danny Granger. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Norris Cole.
Boy, that was solid. I'll tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Lakers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. This is DeYoung. Hill against Bosch. Here's Lynn. The layup missed. The Heat have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Dang passes to Wade. Fires from 14. Uses the glass to drop it in. Wade's got the lead up to 2 now for Miami.
It seems like so many teams try to ignore that mid-range jumper, but they're using it well, and it's opening up their offense for them.
Has definitely given the defenders something extra to have to worry about.
Now here is Hill. Here's Napier. He feeds it to Wade. Unloads from 9. And McRoberts kicks to Wade. Pass to Napier. Back to Wade. Here is McRoberts. Passes to Napier. On the wing, Dang. And McRoberts kicks to Dang. They shoot again, and that is good. Dang's got his second basket of the game.
Chris Bosh, unbeknownst to many, is arguably the premier mid-range jump shooter in the league. In particular, from the right elbow, guys, he is deadly.
Now, here is Hill. There's the screen. Johnson with a screen on Wade. Used that pick to get in close. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Wade passes to Napier. Back to Wade. He kicks it to McRoberts. Wade outside. Takes a 3. And that one's good. Wade's got 13.
Wayne Wade.
And, you know, last season, Chris Bosh shot the most three-pointers of his career, taking almost 3 a game. That had long been a goal of his to expand his range beyond the arc, and yet he still shot well above 50% from the floor. That's efficiency, folks.
And here is Johnson after Dwayne Wade hitting the 3. That's good. And the lead is getting down to 2 as they get the bucket from Wesley Johnson. Napier kicks to Wade. Rejected by Young. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Kobe comes in for Young. Then for the Heat, Anderson comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Chalmers in for Napier. Here's McRoberts. Hill gets the rebound. Hill's got his third rebound tonight. And you look at Chris Bosh's offensive arsenal. Lefty, not just a spot-up shooter, Steve. He's terrific as the screener in pick and roll.
Yeah, great hands and finishing ability, rolling to the rim. Or he can flare out for that jump shot. So, you know, it's really interesting where his game has sort of developed. He's got the full repertoire.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
That's good.
Assisted by
15 points for
Mario
Wade.
Chalmers.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Kicks it to Kobe. Kobe draws it up. Left side, Bryant. Johnson, a wide open look. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. 6 points for Johnson.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Wade kicks to Chalmers. Here's the three. The rebound by Johnson. McRoberts' shot is good. McRoberts has got it all tied up now for the Heat.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, with teams selling for billions and a new TV deal on the way, NBA business is certainly booming. And with some big players signing huge contracts, that'll increase as the growing revenue raises the salary cap. Guys, one executive said, quote, players who got paid the max this year are going to be bargains on the back end of their deal. Back to you.
Teams are planning ahead, Doris. Thanks. Here's Wade. After Wesley Johnson's bucket, Wade. Johnson with the block. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second quarter. Hill kicks to Bryant. The dish now to Johnson. Pocket 6. Lakers working the ball around now. The drive by Bryant, and he gets it to go. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Wes Johnson, the former number 4 pick back in 2010. He was a bust in Minnesota, but he shot better in his fourth season. And once he was moved to kind of a small 4, like the shooting power forward spot, he really found a niche for himself.
Randall's checked in for Los Angeles. Nash comes in for Jeremy Lin. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. It's good on the putback. McRoberts has got 8.
And a nice soft touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle a touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Well, easy points, 3 points for a guy with that kind of strength and agility in the paint. You got to go for every second chance opportunity.
Kobe goes in. Good. Kobe Bryant. Kobe's got 27. And Wesley Johnson has always been impressive physically. Great size, terrific length for a wing, quick off the floor.
Yeah, he's got all of those ingredients, but his ball handling has been a bit mediocre, rather pedestrian. I think that's
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Wade. No good off the front iron.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hang on to it.
And that's probably what they're going to do here.
And Kobe, here we go. And there's another one for the Lakers.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
6 seconds left in the first half of the game. Three-pointer, Wade, and he gets it to go. Wade's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Lakers lead by 5. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, I'm here with Coach Eric Spoelstra. Coach, at what end of the floor are you guys looking to make adjustments for in this second half?
Well, on both ends, decision-making offensively with the turnovers, got him out of the open court, got him some easy ones, and we had to settle into our game defensively, tried to disrupt him a little bit, way too easy for him.
Eric, appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started. Welcome back, everybody. The Heat trail by 5. Lynn and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. Inside, it's Boozer and Hill. And it's Johnson in at the 3. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half. Now, here's Chalmers. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
He really didn't give the official any choice, Kevin. Way too much body-to-body contact there. And tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he didn't get hit with a flagrant 2 foul, which would be an ejection.
Yeah, he would have been out of the game if he had. And the league is doing everything it can to protect its players. And you know, Steve, I think the officials have a really good understanding here of when to issue those unnecessary contact calls. Both good from the line that time.
Chris Bosh, in some ways, had been the overlooked, underrated member of the Big Three in Miami, but extremely valuable. A nice complimentary scorer and understated defensively. But with LeBron gone now, he becomes more of a focal point offensively.
Now, here's Chalmers. Here's Wade. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. And that's now 20 points for Dwayne Wade. The Lakers in the lead. Lynn dishes to Johnson. Back to Lynn. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Bryant drives in.
Heat foul called. Chris Bosh. That's his first personal foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Kobe Bryant at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Bryant. And so he makes both from the line. The Heat trail by 3. Wade outside. He dishes it to Chalmers. Back to Wade. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kobe's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside, Lynn. On the wing, Johnson. Now Kobe. He has 31. Just 5 on the clock. Lynn's shot is off. Lynn against Chalmers. Bosh hits the pick for Chalmers. Down low, here's McRoberts, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact.
Josh McRoberts, a pretty unique player, 6'10" power forward who's an outstanding passer,
2 shots.
Quality shooter from range. But he's not without weaknesses. He could be a better rebounder and maybe a better defender for a player with his size and athleticism.
That free throw good from McRoberts.
And McRoberts' rebounding rate has declined every season in the NBA, and that's 6 straight seasons to a rate last season that's unacceptable for a guy of his size. I mean, he's got to find a way to make a bigger impact on the glass.
And so McRoberts nails both of them. And McRoberts, a starter in his time in Charlotte, his shooting provided spacing for locker room presence Big Al Jefferson to operate inside. Signed by the Miami Heat this offseason, Clark, just before LeBron's decision.
And Kevin, his game certainly would have been a compliment to LeBron, but any team can use a big man who can pass and shoot. And with his athleticism, he still has some upside.
I agree.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Then the pass to Hill. Right at the free throw line. Here's Boozer. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
At the line for 2.
That's good from Boozer. Carlos Boozer amnestied by the Bulls this offseason after 4 years in Chicago. They still have to pay his salary, Steve, but it doesn't count against their cap.
Yeah, that's been rumored for a couple of years, and it finally came true, Kevin. So a new team for Boozer, and looking to bounce back after what was one of the worst seasons of his career, at least statistically.
Boozer hits them both.
And Boozer last season had expressed his unhappiness with the rotation in Chicago. Passed over for the younger Taj Gibson in the 4th quarters. Gibson was seen as a more reliable defender, though, and typically coaches default to defense late in games. Boozer with plenty of motivation this season to prove his worth as far as 4th quarter minutes go.
Now here's Chalmers.
Mario
And
Chalmers.
it's good.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Boozer, a rugged rebounder and interior scorer with the ability to step out and hit that mid-range jump shot.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He's looking for some old-fashioned offense right now. He wants the pick and roll to be the centerpiece of their game plan at that end of the floor. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
And here is Chalmers. There's the screen. Wade drives in. The rebound by Kobe Bryant. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Johnson gets the bucket.
Clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
The Heat trail by 4. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Chalmers kicks to McRoberts. Back to Chalmers. Feeds it to McRoberts. The Heat need to get a shot off. Heat moving the ball around. That one goes.
Josh McRoberts.
McRoberts has got 6 here in this quarter.
Look out, guys. I mean, I think there's a lot more where that came from. He gets it going like this. It is not easy to slow him down.
Now here's Lynn. He has 5. Hill, a screen on Chalmers. Here's Lynn. And again, Los Angeles with a triple. The Heat trail by 5. Chalmers with it. Bosch, that's the pick for Chalmers. Inside to Bosch. Good, it's Chalmers with the assist that time.
Assist from
That's
Mario
10 points
Chalmers.
for Chris Bosch.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Now here's Kobe. He's got 31. Shot clock at 6. Johnson outside. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
Well, if you remember early in Eric Spoelstra's head coaching career, when he was new and the big three were assembled, there were some people questioning Spoelstra's command, maybe even within the team. Those questions are long gone now. He has become an excellent head coach.
Nick Young's checked in for Los Angeles. Both shots good from the stripe. And Coach Spoelstra, known for his work ethic and attention to detail. He's a grinder.
No question about it, Kevin. Got his start as video coordinator back when everything ran on VHS, so you know he had to do an awful lot of work. And he's worked his way up slowly, but surely. He's grown as an assistant under some terrific mentors, and now he's really, I think, one of the best head coaches in the game without question.
He's visited college football training facilities, NFL camps. He really tries to broaden his
He
perspective.
sure does, and you can see evidence of that in how he handles himself.
And Bryant kicks to Young. The feed to Lynn. Young sets a screen for Lynn. Pass to Hill. From down low. The basket goes off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 4th assist in this one. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve. He's enjoying every second of it, Mark.
Me too. This has been great, guys. And the fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
Now here's Kobe. Bryant is doubled. Lynn kicks to Bryant. Now the pass to Young. Now here's Lynn. He's got 8. This one for 3. Young's shot is off.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
Dishes to Cole. And McRoberts kicks to Wade. There's the pick. He feeds it to Cole from downtown. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Lynn. Pass to Young. Back to Lynn. Lets the 3 fly. Another miss by Young.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Wade with it. Picked up by Kobe. Wade dishes to Dang. Back to Wade. Pass to Cole. Puts up a 3. And the shot is good. Cole's got himself on the board with 3 there.
So many lead changes. It doesn't seem like either team can hold an advantage for long.
I tell you what, this has been a game of traded runs.
Now here's Lynn. He kicks it to Kobe. Shoots from the elbow, and he gets it to go. Kobe's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Well, in a tie game, I mean, he is trying to carry this team all by himself.
Timeout called the Heat. The Heat came into last season looking to three-peat. Anything less would have been a disappointment.
Yeah, well, you could see that they were focusing on the playoffs last year. The Bobcats didn't really stand a chance against them in round 1. Easy pickings for them.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Randall's checked in for Hill. Davis comes in for Boozer. And Nash is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Then for the Heat, Anderson, he's checked in for Bosch. Granger comes in for Josh McRoberts. And it's Napier in for Dwayne Wade. Now here's Granger. 9 points in the game so far. Cole, the pass to Anderson. Granger kicks to Cole. Anderson inside. Soft touch off the glass. And the Heat lead by 2.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
Well, to get back to the Heat last year, a lot of teams in the conference didn't really look to be in the same ballpark as Miami in terms of playoff hunger.
Here's Cole.
You know, the Heat did breeze through to the finals, but the three-peat just was not in the cards after they fell to the Spurs. Terrific run nonetheless. 4 consecutive NBA Finals, 2 championships. And quite honestly, who knows how things could have gone if the air conditioning didn't fail or any other twist in that epic series. That air conditioning went down in Game 1, folks, if you didn't recall that, but it wasn't anything about air conditioning. The Spurs were super hot and well-oiled and highly motivated. They wanted that trophy. Norris Cole played his college ball at Cleveland State, but was a state champion at Dayton Dunbar High School. He's a quick scoring guard who the Heat bring in off the bench, not only to push the tempo offensively, but to provide some real havoc defensively.
And both free throws good for Cole. And Norris Cole, Steve, more a scoring guard than a playmaker.
Yeah, he picks his spots, Kevin. You know, he's still searching for that efficiency offensively that would put him over the top, but really found a niche for himself alongside Wade in Miami.
Dang dishes to Cole. Poked away and stolen by Nash. Kobe with it. He's picked up by Dang. Bryant sinks it from just inside the baseline. Bryant's got 6 here in this quarter. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Dang can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Nash the pass to Randall. Launches it. The shot by Nash, no good. Heat have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Here's Napier, and the layup falls. Napier's got 12.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
They sure are. You got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Kicks it to Cole. Three-pointer, Granger, and the Heat. Another 3.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Nash kicks to Davis, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession.
Still Lakers ball. 16 seconds on the shot clock. 16.
124 left in the third quarter. Dang against Young. Outside Bryant. Shot clock at 6. And there's another one for the Lakers.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
There's a good screen. Napier passes to Anderson. Granger inside the line. And another basket for Miami.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Nash outside. In low to Davis. It's stolen by Dang. All alone. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
Nash dishes to Bryant. Davis setting the pick for Kobe. Right side Kobe. Back to Young. Just 5 to shoot. That drops. Young's got 6 points.
So far, Going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
And stolen by Nash. And now Nash pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway lane. Nash has got his second basket of the game.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Heat up 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And here is Los Angeles now. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. Nick Roberts at the 4 with Bosch at center. And it's Dang in at the small forward. And it's Wade penetrating. The dish to Chalmers. Back to Wade. Lets it go from 14. The shot no good. Excellent D there by Johnson. Outside, Lynn. He dishes it to Kobe. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Los Angeles ball.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Randall.
Shot clock, 2. Substitution for the Lakers. Jordan Hill.
So it's the Lakers now. They trail by 3.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Bosch, a screen on Johnson. Dang kicks to Wade. To the left wing. Here's McRoberts. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
Josh McRoberts.
Wade's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now Bryant. Feeds to Lynn. Here's Hill. Backed in off the glass.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
And here is Chalmers. Lets it go from deep, and that is good. Chalmers has got the lead up to 7 now for Miami.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Boozer passes to Kobe. Johnson, a wide open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Left side, Dang. Back to Wade. Chalmers with a screen for Wade. 6 on the shot clock. The fadeaway, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Johnson with a screen on Chalmers. Ryan against Wade. Outside, Lynn, a 3-ball. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. 11 points here for Lynn.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
And it's Wade penetrating. And then Bosch with the jam.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Lakers trail by 3. Lynn dishes to Kobe. Boozer with the screen for Bryant. And so he ends a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
A lot of praise has been sent Kobe's way over the years, but perhaps one of the biggest I heard last season was when Grant Hill called him the toughest person he ever had to guard.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
Well, they've also really been dialed in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
The first free throw is good. And Clark, that may not seem too out of the ordinary, but you look at all the stars that Grant Hill faced during his career, and there are a lot of big names on that list.
Yes, Hill certainly had a large collection of superstar wings to choose from, but it's hard to argue against his selection of Kobe Bryant.
Both free throws good for Bryant.
The Lakers last season, and this is a remarkable factoid here, folks, that was only the 6th time in franchise history, going all the way back to the 40s, that the Lakers had missed the playoffs. Obviously, the Lakers fans are not accustomed to missing the postseason.
What a great battle these teams are waging today.
Yeah, you get the feeling, Steve, the game could swing on just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
Wade, and another basket for Miami. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
Johnson kicks to Lynn. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Bryant's shot is off. And for the Lakers last season, Steve, with the departure of Dwight Howard, you knew the team on paper had less talent, but the hope was that the chemistry would improve.
And I thought it did. The chemistry was good. Kevin, they just didn't have enough talent. And when Kobe and Nash went down, it didn't matter who was out there, who was coaching. You know, it was just going to be a situation where they were not going to be able to win enough games.
And Boozer gets it to go.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Wade with it. Bosh, a screen on Kobe. There's the screen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Dwayne Wade last season drawing motivation from Kevin Durant. Durant said that his former teammate James Harden had passed Wade as one of the top 10 players in the league.
Yeah, and Wade vowed to make Durant respect his place in history. Durant said, hey, don't tell me, show me. And some back and forth before the season even began between the two stars. Very interesting.
And Wade, as with all great players, has tremendous pride, and he's dealt with knee problems. And as he's dealt with his knee problems, he's listened for those doubters who say he's too old, too injured, too slow to be a factor. And I wouldn't be surprised if those words have been used as motivation by Dwayne Wade.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And the Heat rested Wade strategically last season. He sat out a lot of back-to-back games trying to keep him healthy. One thing's for sure, when he's on the court, he's still one of the best in the game.
Chalmers passed away. There's a screen. And here's Bosh for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lynn kicks to Bryant. And there's the feed to Hill. Pass to Johnson for 3. No good. The Heat go the other way with it. Wade outside. Count that one.
Dwayne Wade.
Wade's got 25 points in the game.
He's got such good hands around the basket. He rarely allows those opportunities to slip away.
Boozer with the screen for Johnson. To the middle. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
The Heat leading by 5. Wade outside, and it's Chalmers top the key. Back to Wade. No one. Good work defensively by Bryant. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Johnson sets the screen for Lynn. Kobe with it. McRoberts on him. Here's Boozer. Bosh grabs the miss. Here's Hill. Here's Boozer. And they finally get it to go. Full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Love the way he fought for that putback. You know, he's willing to put in a lot of hard work in this game, no doubt about that.
And Chalmers kicks to Wade. Jacks up a three. Mick Roberts' shot is good. Mick Roberts has got 14 points now in the second half.
Tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the three-point shots. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it.
Lynn's shot is off.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Wade kicks to Dang. Off target with his three. Lakers trail by 6. Outside, Kobe. Outside, Hill. Back to Kobe. There's the pass to Johnson. Dang grabs the miss. Dang's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Wade in the corner. Back to Chalmers. On the wing, Dang. Here is Mick Roberts. He's guarded by Hill. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
New look lineup for the Miami Heat this season. The big three of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh is no more. Certainly not what the fans hope for, but we'll see what this team can achieve this season with the new group. They'll be energized a bit. Obviously, they'll miss the brilliance of LeBron, but they'll be hungry to prove they can still get it done.
First one falls for him. And for Miami, it wasn't a matter of money or anything. It just seemed that LeBron had accomplished, maybe in his own mind, everything he wanted to on South Beach.
And they did accomplish a tremendous amount. I mean, 4 trips to the finals consecutively. They won 2 of them, 2 NBA titles. But this is still a very good team with Wade, Bosh, and now Luol Deng leading the charge.
And the Lakers along the way losing to the Clippers by about 50 points, which turned out to be the biggest loss in the history of the franchise.
And Kobe looked visibly distraught after that loss. I mean, still had a backhanded compliment to say about it when he said, well, now I know what it feels like to be a Clipper fan all these years. Gotta love Kobe, always with a way with words.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last time out. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
From deep, Johnson, and it's Johnson again missing. And here's Miami. They're on a 13-4 run. That pushes it to double digits. That's 10 points for Luol Deng.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
It's Kobe Bryant on the way. Fires for 3. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, that's his first 3 and a half. There may be more in store.
Bosh, a screen on Lynn. Chalmers dishes to Dang. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lynn the pass to Johnson. Back to Lynn. Dishes it to Kobe. Elbow shot. And he gets it to go. Bryant's got 46 points.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And the Heat all-time
Let's hear you get up and get loud.
Here's Wade. There's the screen. Now, here's Chalmers. And Mick Roberts kicks to Chalmers. Wade sets the pick for Chalmers. He feeds it to Wade. Just 4 to shoot. shoots from 14. Good as the jump shot falls. Wade's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
And the Lakers call time here. They're losing by 7. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Lynn. And the bucket counts. He is on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
They haven't had as much success in the paint here. Everything has been from the perimeter here in the second half. And that's not a winning strategy. They've got to get back to getting that ball inside. So important to hit that free throw. I mean, they could use a few more possessions like that to trim this lead even more.
Pass to Bosh. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hill's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Lynn with it. Wade picks him up. Wade against Lynn. Hill a screen on Deng. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Johnson. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Now just a 1-point lead.
Well, the shots finally dropping for them in bunches, and I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has totally changed.
You know, that kind of offensive eruption was the only thing that was going to get them back into this one.
Left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bosh. Connects.
Definitely doing his part because he's made his share of clutch buckets here in the fourth.
LA's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Here's Lynn. Passes it to Kobe. Kobe draws it up. Hill with it. And Bosh picks him up defensively. Buries it. Domination brings them to within just 1.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Now Chalmers. He kicks it to Bosh. Chalmers dishes to McRoberts. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's in!
You know, they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Well, definitely something to keep in mind for them right now. They can be very aggressive.
And the Lakers call time here. They're losing by 3. 15 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, down 3, you don't necessarily have to go for the 3. You could go for the quick bucket and then the foul.
I'm not sure. I mean, in this situation, I think they should look for the 3, Steve. I mean, try to tie this thing up. You've got 3-point shooters. Let it fly.
Hill passes to Boozer. Kicks it out to Johnson to tie it up. Can't knock in the 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're up by 3. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. So the big win by Miami in a tight game. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
Dwayne, how